So the problem with June is there is so many beautiful flowers in June, and every year I tend to grow a bit more. Either I'm getting better at it, or there's more perennials, or the peony. There was just way more peonies this year, and the weather was so great for harvesting because it was cool and I could get almost every stem out of the field, which is awesome. But then you're also spending time selling them and less time. Well, I have spent less time in the field planting and weeding compared to other years. So things are out of control in some areas of my field, and I feel like these areas are screaming at me like, hey, get over here and do something. So I think the solution is next year, get help in the field sooner. So I'm taking note of that. And the immediate solution is that, number one, I need to finish, it's still June, last day, I need to finish these dahlias here, and then we're gonna attack the first area of weeds that there's some perennials underneath there, and the weeds are like waist high, so not great. So I'm watering it right now so that we can get in there. We still haven't got much rain. I think there's 2 small bits last week, which totaled about a ½ an inch, but we really could use an inch a week, and so we are very dry out here. There's a chance tonight, crossing my fingers, but it is very hot again. I think this is just a system that's going to bring in some cooler air, and sometimes we don't get a lot of rain from that, but we'll see. So I'm planting this last section of dahlias with dahlias that I'm going to try and overwinter again, because I think that is also part of my solution. The dahlias I overwintered last year that survived our fairly cold winter, so I'm feeling optimistic. Look great, they got buds on them. I think that works well with my rhythm to my farm. If I can just have dahlias come back and survive the winter, and I'm not spending this time planting them. So these 3 rows here are all varieties I have planted in other areas, so I will have backup tubers if they don't survive this winter. But really crossing my finger, I had 3 rows survive last year. Now I'm going to try for 6 rows this winter and see if next spring they all come back, because that would just save a lot of time on planting this month. So I'm not sure it's possible to get everything done in my head that I think I'm going to get done today, but the goal is finish the dahlias, weed that area that I'm watering, and then still get a bunch of plants in the ground despite the hot and humid air we're having today. So we'll see how far we get. It's actually raining. I am so thrilled. I have 2 rows left to go on the dahlias, but I'm going to give myself permission to plant them tomorrow morning, even though it's July. I got rained out earlier. I didn't think it was coming when I looked at the radar, but we actually got a decent amount. It's 0.8 of an inch. And there might be more tonight, so I'm thrilled. I'm just so happy to have some rain. Doesn't this look way better? It's so nice to see the plants. The weeding wasn't too bad because I had mulched it, most of this with grass, so there was just some really big weeds, so it went pretty fast. I have a new patch of sedum. All my sedum died the last 2 years. So I don't know, we had pretty wet summers and I don't know if they just rotted in my clay. So I'm trying again. And then I have a bunch of new delphinium. Some of it's from the seed trial, so I'm excited to see what it does. My kids helped take the shade cloth down over the ranunculus because they're done. So we'll deal with the weeds and pull them up hopefully at the end of the week. Yeah, I'm done planting. Sorry, I'm almost done. Shoot, I'm almost done planting the dahlias. I have to just put in I guess I'm going to fill in the holes with the ones that didn't survive the winter. All the new rows are in the ground, but shoot, I'm really sick of planting dahlias. So one of the reasons I spend so much time checking the peonies during peony season is I want to catch them at just the right stage. And that is so that I can dry store them in my cooler and have them to sell still now and even next week and possibly the week after. So if you catch them at the right time, you can dry them. I just put them in lily crates, not in water. I just stack them up and then I just snip the stems and I rehydrate, and they rehydrate like perfectly. The leaves, you can't even tell that this was out of water for a few weeks and they still have their smell. They're just beautiful. So they're popular with wedding designers, which these are going to the collective for a couple weddings. But I also will still use these for market this week because I don't have a main event flower. Like my sunflowers and my zinnias aren't ready yet. This season just has a lot of filler flowers and no main event, at least for me on my farm. So I'm super happy with how well they did. The only thing that happens the longer you have them in the cooler is they can get a little bit of mold on the bottom of their stems, but that easily just wipes off and it doesn't affect the bloom at all. Look who's coming with me to do the drop off this morning.
This is cool. This is really nice. What is this?
Yarrow. So Bob is officially on school holidays. His
Yes.
first full week.
It's very nice, actually. I'm super happy.
Anyways, we're running late though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All of it. I have one stem. Year 4.
So next year, don't count on it.
Did you try moving it? No, it stayed in the same spot just for my hair.
Oh my god, it's the last of them though. I have a gigantic wedding that I'm worried about because I stored a bunch of etched salmon and the eagle were. Yeah, I'm not going to keep distracting you. I'll see you before you go. I'm just going to get everything in. And then
I'm just going to do the door.
that's awesome.
Is that okay? Keep the cold in. Are those Sarah's?
This is Sarah, but this one is the one this one extra row we put in.
I feel like, at least I have a job.
This one doesn't very much water. Hey, you don't see me out here. I may still be planting dahlias. I'm determined to not go in the house till they're in the ground in this last patch. I can't go into the second week of July still planting dahlias. So I'm not even splitting them. I'm just putting big clumps in wherever there's a hole. And the dirt is amazing. I wish I had leaves to put on all my beds. I also put a lot of compost down in this clay last year when I planted dahlias here. But look, the shovel just goes in so beautifully. There's hardly any weeds, and what weeds there are, I can just pull out without much trouble. So this is going pretty fast. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, but that's a wrap for this week. I can't believe how fast weeks go by. I didn't get near done what I wanted to, but there's always next week. Market was good this week. The weather was great, not too hot, beautiful summer weather. So I was not counting on a lot of sales. Usually July is slower because everyone's on holidays. But yeah, it felt slow, but it was a steady trickle of sales. So I was really happy at the end of the night. Hardly came home with anything. So it was a good week for flower sales at the collective and at market. Yeah, and I did get lots done, but we're gonna hopefully hit the ground running early next week and try to get caught up on all the weeding that we need to do around here. So I hope you had a good week too, and I'll see you next time. What are you doing, hey? What are you doing? Okay, you. Yeah, okay, go, I gotta finish this. We're running out of daylight. Nope.